I am Shai Hope, this is who I am, and this is my cricket story.
Shai Hope, this is a wonderful start to his innings.
Who is Shai Hope? Shai Hope can be anyone, to be honest. I'm just one of those people that I would say, kind of keep to myself, and obviously with your friends and family and close ones, just enjoy each other's company and really get to know one another. And just, to me, that just brings the best out of me. Obviously, anyone would like to have a good time, so I always, mix the two together. But I'm more of a chill, relaxed kind of guy.
Looked in control of this shot, just opened the blade.
On the pitch, I wouldn't say it's much of a difference. Pretty cool, pretty relaxed. I don't really get too hot-headed, too out of the shape, too out of the box, but just trying to be as cool and calm as I can be. Anyone who really knows me would know that I like to go to the beach. I'm always at the beach whenever I can. I just think it's just one of those relaxing places. It's natural therapy, I call it, so yeah, the beach is my go-to. Chris Gill and Bravo, we know who's better, but can't really pick a side right now. But probably Gill.
Certainly was a pleasant stroke.
If I wasn't a cricketer, I'd probably be an artist. I'm not the worst with a pencil, so I definitely want to get into those types of things.
It's wonderful timing.
Honestly, when I'm finished playing, I just want to be the best I can be. It's about being a better Shai every single day, regardless of what comes out in my career, whether it's good stats, whatever. I just want to be the best I can be whenever I go there to play. Morals and values, I have to say, just my family. I think that the people closest to you, the ones who truly support you, have to really keep them to heart. Those are the ones who tell you as it is. If you're doing something wrong, and if you're doing right, they'll praise you. And you always need someone to really look at you and say, well, yeah, you need a kick in your behind, but to know that you truly have supporters out there, and I'm just happy to have them in my life.
What a knock from this young man.
First got into cricket a long time ago, not I'm that old, but pretty much from the time I could walk, saw my brother and my father playing the game, and I just fell in love since then. After secondary school, I always left my options open. I always wanted to play sports and be involved with sports, so I just saw that to make a career out of it, coming from the Caribbean and Barbados especially, then cricket would have been the best option at that particular time. I always believed in myself growing up, but I guess when I really saw the true potential and what I can make of myself and a career, I think it was mid-teens, and I'm just glad to be here right now, to be honest.
Shai Hope, wow, easy on the eyes.
One of the biggest influences I would have to say would be my brother. Definitely my family members in general, but my brother, he was a big inspiration to me. Growing up, I always watched him play. I would go to his games. Even sometimes when I had games, I would go to his games first just to get a good look and just to see how he does things. He's very professional in his approach, something that I definitely took from him. Up to this day, I still use him as an inspiration.
He's gone for a pearl, and there it is. Brian Lara has done it. The ball rockets into the boundary fence. The new world record holder is Brian Charles Lara.
Definitely, I used to bat in the mirror so I could be like Brian Lara. He's my childhood hero, and everyone wanted to be like him. I was never a good left-hand batter, so I had to find a way to look left-handed.
Glorious from the right-hander.
Wearing maroon means a lot to me, it means the world to me. Growing up, I always wanted to play for West Indies and represent the nation, so being able to get that cap from Sir Clive Lloyd at Kensington Oval at the Mecca, it meant the entire world to me. My biggest achievement is really playing for West Indies, something that I dreamt of growing up. Just to be here and being able to live my dream, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm glad to be involved with all the players around me and some of the past players that I play with as well, so I'm happy to be here. But one thing I really want to achieve would obviously be winning a World Cup for West Indies, so hopefully that could be the next one coming.
Elegantly played, Shai Hope.
The key is to get the team off to the best start that they possibly can, absorb as much pressure as well while doing it, score as many runs as I can. You know, bat as deep as possible, play the situation right, make sure that we're in a strong position going into the back end of the overs and giving us a platform that we can really explode in the back end.
And that is Shai Hope at his best. Such a wonderful player.
My first international century, that was in Zimbabwe, against Zimbabwe. It was definitely an achievement for me. It was my first real big score in national cricket, and you know, I felt very good for myself, you know, especially coming into that particular series, because the Tri Nations series, we had a few new faces, and to be one of those new faces, because it was my second game as well, I was very pleased to get a big score under my belt. Everyone would be a bit nervous in their 90s, and I think I got a couple boundaries in the 90s as well, so it made my job a little bit easier. One of my favourite centuries for West Indies would have to be one of the Headingley centuries, especially in the second innings when we had a pretty decent total to chase, and after what the media and everyone was saying about us, just to come up trumps and basically right them wrong. So that was one of my biggest achievements, I would say.
Nicely timed by Shai Hope.
It's as though he never left.
I didn't really feel any pressure walking out. Obviously, it's been a while since I played a professional international game, so I wanted to, you know, get some time in the middle, get some runs under my belt, but I wouldn't necessarily say pressure, just trying to do what I can to get the team over the line.
Goes for the big shot and moves to 99, Shai Hope.
Let's go back before I was 99. I got a free hit when I was on 93. So Bravo, my partner, came down and was like, I must be the luckiest guy. And I said, yep. And you know, thankfully I put it away, I got maximum for it. And then the next delivery, I just knocked it to long on for one. So it's probably one of the easiest times I've been in the 90s, you know.
And there it is, the moment for Shai Hope, his 10th one-day international century.
Raising the bat, you know, is an achievement, yes, but I always speak about finishing the game for the team, so I was happy for myself, you know. Any achievement that you get as a cricketer, you must be pleased, but the main thing I was focusing on there was to just get over the line.
Shai Hope, very well balanced.
If I can give 14-year-old Shai Hope some advice, it would be to do an extra lap, do an extra push-up, hit an extra ball. There's never too much that you can do, especially when you're growing up, coming through the ranks, and give yourself that solid platform. I always knew that I had it in me, but to really push myself a lot more when I was a bit younger.
Beautiful timing from Shai Hope.
Some advice that I'll share to anyone coming into cricket, it's about just chasing after your dreams. You can achieve literally anything you put your mind to. Someone told me that from a young age, and I don't want to keep talking about my brother, but he was definitely that guy. So I want to share the same information to you, and hopefully that it can work out in your favor.
Shai Hope really showed that control, maturity throughout this innings.